What's up, y'all? Welcome to Dr. Divine Roots Tarot. I am the Queen of Tarot, back with another message from the other side. I am the High Priestess, the Supreme Witch, the Divine Feminine, God's only chosen reader. Don't you forget that. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share this video, and turn on them notifications, okay? So let's jump in. If you are ready to heal your inner child, the links to my products are in the description below. All right, so we already have some cards on the table. I was just in here shuffling, getting ready. And we are talking about a transition, okay? Some endings, heavy on endings, all right? And a transition here. This transition is for a family. The family of a star seed who is an earth angel. Okay. All right. And this family has health concerns because they were doing rituals on real love. Okay, so they were doing rituals on this earth angel receiving real love. All right, heavy on. They also have health concerns because this earth angel, who is a star seed in this family, is held in heavy on high honor. All right, and she is manifesting love in this situation. Okay. The earth angel is off limits, and she's off limits because she's held in high honor. Her manifestations are safe, and this real love for her is safe. All right, she's held in high honor in the spiritual realm, and this is why this family is experiencing health concerns. They're sick. All right, there's also Jezebel in this situation, who is a heavy on flying monkey, who thought that she had some protection, okay, when she was doing all of this voodoo on this earth angel. All right, she thought that she had protection, but she does not have any type of protection in this situation. Okay, the earth angel, who is the divine feminine in this situation, is protected from heavy on protection. Who has protection? She the divine feminine is protected from this Jezebel. This Jezebel was trying to put a love spell on the divine masculine. All right, the family and this Jezebel has an obsession. Their obsession is doing lots of voodoo, heavy on voodoo, on the divine feminine, and her self-loving, and her being in her priestess energy, her chosen energy. They are upset that she is chosen, that she has been handpicked and chosen by God. All right, they are upset that her third eye is open, and that she is the high priestess and the divine feminine. She is chosen. They are upset because she is self-loving. All right. Okay. And the divine feminine is the boss. Okay, she is the boss in this situation. What she says goes in this situation. And because the divine feminine has chosen to self-love and stand in her power, okay, This is why there has been a change and there is a transition. All right, this is why this family and this Jezebel is experiencing endings and why they have health concerns in this situation here. All right, so also in this situation, there's someone in this family who was the boss of hiring someone, choosing someone, and giving someone actual money, all right, to get into a relationship with the divine feminine. So they paid someone, they chose someone and paid someone to get into this relationship with the divine feminine. All right, was this man's occupation. They gave him money, chose him, gave him money to get into a relationship with the divine feminine. All right, and now the boss of the person who hired this man to get in this relationship with the divine feminine, they got legal issues now. All right, this Jezebel, this family, they have legal issues now. All right, and there's been a change for the boss in the family who hired this man to get into this relationship with the divine feminine. All right, to throw her off of her path. Okay, the divine feminine, as I stated a second ago, because the divine feminine is self-loving, because she is held in high honor, because she is the high priestess and she's standing in her power, she is manifesting real love, continues to manifest real love. And this is another reason why they cannot change what God has already written for the divine feminine. The fact that the divine feminine is standing in her power and is self-loving, this is part of the reason why, it's written in the stars as well, but this is part of the reason why there's been a change in this love spell that this Jezebel, who is this flying monkey who thought that they were protected, that they put on the divine feminine. Okay, so they did voodoo and magic on the divine feminine because they did not want her to find real love. All right, it's the family, it's the Jezebel in the family. All right, someone they paid, they chose and paid this person to get in a relationship with the divine feminine. All right, they have legal issues now. All right, the magic has backfired. These rituals that they did on the divine feminine to cause her health concerns have backfired, and heavy on mentally and emotionally unstable. All right, so they also did voodoo on the divine feminine so that she would be mentally and emotionally unstable. All right, they thought that they were going to change her mental stability with this voodoo, but instead there's been a change in their mental and emotional stability. All right, this Jezebel who has no protection, who thought that she had protection, divine feminine is not only safe from the family and the Jezebel in the family, the Jezebel outside of the family as well, who is doing magic and has been doing magic on her in this situation. Everything that these people have sent out to the divine feminine has backfired. All right. And the Jezebel thought that she was manifesting high honor for herself. But instead, she manifested heavy on emotional pain. All right. Because she thought that she could trump what is already written in the stars. She thought that she was going to get high honor in this situation. And she thought that she was going to get some type of real love in this situation. But instead, there's been a change in her mental stability. There's been a change in these people in this family, their mental stability. All right, they heavy on are experiencing emotional pain now, because of what they done to the divine feminine, who has been chosen, all right, by the divine. All right, she is the boss. Okay, and they another form of voodoo that they were performing on the divine feminine is creating this false narrative. They were obsessed with this. All right, they were obsessed with causing the divine feminine emotional pain. All right, they were obsessed with putting out false information and statements and documents on the divine feminine. Okay, and give me one more to close it out, because we almost over on time. They were obsessed with this. Okay, and now they got legal issues because there has been evidence found. Okay, heavy on the change in the change for the boss, the person who paid this person to get in this relationship. The change for them is a gift. All right, these legal issues are a gift from the divine. All right, they travel, imprisonment, moving on. Okay, so they made a change in the situation. This is why they hired this this person to get in this relationship. All right, so that they could receive a gift, so that they could change a gift in this situation. Heavy on travel, imprisonment, and moving on. Okay, traveled to imprisonment, and they traveled, imprisonment, and moving on. Okay, so in order to hire this person to get into this relationship, they traveled. All right, for this gift, they traveled. All right, this travel is landing them in imprisonment here. And they are moving on to imprisonment. All right. Travel to imprisonment. They moving on to imprisonment, moving on to emotional pain, moving on to mental and emotional instability. All right. Whoever this is in this family, who did all this to this divine feminine over here who is self-loving, who is the high priestess. Legal issues. And they going to prison. And this was them traveling to prison and moving on to prison. All right, and we're gonna wrap it up right there. I really appreciate you stopping by. Let me know what you think about this situation. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on them notifications, okay? We out.